I'm Marcus Riccelli, your state representative from the 3rd District, serving Spokane, the heartbeat of the Inland Northwest. On Saturday, March 16th, I hosted a town hall with Senator Billig at the MAC in Spokane. Thanks to everyone who came out and took part in the discussion. I wanted to take the opportunity to answer a few questions that were submitted by people who came to the town hall. These are questions we didn't get around to answering on the day of the event. The first is a question from Clyde Cadero. He asked, did you look at how permanent daylight savings time would impact school children? Under Nixon, due to an energy crisis, it was pitch dark in the winter mornings and it quickly became a safety issue. Well, Mr. Cordero, I'd like to say that I took those concerns seriously when I began to propose daylight saving, and actually our Transportation Safety Commission looked into it. We had a health impact review, and it really showed that there was no greater impact for school children traveling to school in the dark on their safety. But I took that very serious, and I appreciate your question. I still think the benefits outweigh any negative impacts, and I'm looking forward to moving this policy forward so that we can get more people healthier and active, and we can reduce traffic collisions, cardiac arrests, and strokes. Next, Dana Leroy asks, what is being done at the state level to address housing shortages and homelessness? Dana, one thing we've done is that the House just passed an eviction reform bill that increases the amount of time a tenant has to pay or vacate. The number and frequency of evictions have exploded in the last decade. 9 out of 10 evictions are for non-payment of rent. Our eviction process is designed to be as swift as possible, and it's been a little too swift. Evictions are a leading cause of homelessness. No other situation exists where a family could lose something so critical to survival so quickly. We need to do more to address rental assistance, but even that won't help a tenant who receives a 3-day pay or vacate eviction notice because it is impossible to find assistance that quickly. The bill that passed increases that time from 3 days to 14 days. That gives people more time to come up with the money and avoid an eviction, which is a costly legal process. We also passed a bill to increase the amount of notice tenants receive before a rent increase from 30 to 60 days. Again, to give people more time to adjust their budget to the new amount. These bills won't solve our state's housing and homelessness crisis by themselves, but they are 2 important policies that affordable housing and tenant advocates are supporting. And we'll continue to look at more ways to improve housing affordability and address homelessness in Spokane and across the state. Finally, Janet Brown and Susie Young submitted this question: where do you stand on the Long-Term Care Trust Act? I'm glad you asked. I voted in favor of the Long-Term Care Trust Act when it passed the House. As a nation, we're facing a long-term care crisis, and this bill would make Washington a leader in taking steps to address it. Workers would pay into the trust and in return receive a benefit that could be used for a variety of long-term care services and supports when they need that care the most. That could be anything from in-home care to building a wheelchair ramp for their home. This bill will help people and families so they don't have to spend themselves into poverty just to get the care they need as they age. Thank you for these great questions and for being at the town hall. I'll keep you posted on these bills, which are now all being considered by the Senate. Thanks for watching. It's an honor to serve as your state representative.